this video, I'm reviewing the BLACK+DECKER or BLACK+DECKER portable air conditioner unit. I'm not going to say the model number because they're a little bit confusing with their model numbers, so I'll post a link in the description field. This one is the 12,000 BTU model. However, by the current standard, it's something like 6,500 BTUs because I think a few years ago they kind of changed the standard there. But it's marketed as a 12,000 BTU unit. As you can see here, it looks pretty good. You know, I think it's one of the better looking portable units. The other thing is I've got a third-party aftermarket sliding glass door attachment here because for portable air conditioners you do need to have the hose going outside. Okay, that's a must. So I'll link to this as well. This is not included. It comes with a window unit for slider windows. Either up or down, you know, vertical or horizontal sliding windows, but it doesn't come with this panel that's extendable, that's long enough to fit in the sliding glass door. And what's nice about this is I can just easily unscrew this, take this down, put it away, you know, so this doesn't have to live here in the door permanently. But when I want to use the air conditioner, I just close it like that and seal it up as much as I can. Now I do have some slight gaps here, but that's not too big a deal. I put, you know, it comes with this foam there. And then I close this, and I just close everything up, you know, so it's dark in here and everything's relatively sealed up. Then the hot air that is created by the portable air conditioner can blow outside, and it, you know, cools the room pretty effectively. One of the things I liked about this is when I'm not using it, I can always just store it in a closet, or when I put it away for the winter, it stores quite easily in a closet. You know, it's not real big, and I can just bring it out when I want to use it. Generally, you know, during heat waves, I'll leave it set up like this, but, you know, it is a little bit imposing in the room here. This is my living room. So, you know, here in the San Francisco Bay Area, it's not always, you know, that hot. I live right by the bay as well, so it generally, you know, it's pretty cool. But, you know, several weeks out of the year when we're having above 80-degree temperatures, it's just really nice to have, especially if you don't have central air conditioning. Or even if you do have central AC, but it doesn't reach certain rooms, this can be a good add-on to that, a good adjunct to it. Does this actually cover and effectively cool my whole condo? No, it doesn't. It will pretty much only cool the room that it's in my experience. Now, I have tried to actually cool my whole condo with this by setting up fans, you know, blowing in from this room into the other rooms and stuff like that to try to blow the cool air around the condo. I mean, it helps a little bit. It keeps it relatively comfortable in the other rooms, but you're going to get the maximum cooling effect if you're in the same room as this unit. It's going to cool the room that it's in, you know, pretty well. But, you know, if you think about it, when you go into hotel rooms that have those built-in wall units, you know, typically the vents on those are much bigger than even what's on this. So, you know, you can just tell just by the size of the vents on this and the size of the unit that, you know, it's not going to be as effective as something that's larger. So you just kind of have to roll with the punches and set your expectations on that. You know, this is not going to cool a whole apartment or a whole condo, but it will cool the room that you're in quite well. And, you know, I'm in a room with, you know, quite high ceilings here, you know, high vaulted ceilings like that, as you can see here. And this does cool the room quite well. So what I have found is on those hot days, I just kind of close up all the doors and just hang out in this room, and it's quite comfortable. Now, it is a bit loud. I'm going to turn it on here so you can hear it, and I'm purposely using just the built-in microphone on the camera, nothing special, no adjustments on the audio or anything like that. It has an AC mode, so it has a fan mode, so this is just the fan mode right here. So it's on medium fan, and that's just kind of like blowing a fan. It also has a dehumidifier mode, which is this middle button, and then the AC mode is on the very left. So let's turn it on AC mode. All right, so now we're on AC automatic mode, and I have it set at 65, and you can hear the compressor kick in. So I'm standing maybe about 4 feet away from it right here. It's not offensively loud. It is loud. You wouldn't want to watch a movie with this on or listen to your stereo with it on. But I have found that when I'm in the room with headphones on, or even noise-canceling headphones like my AirPods or something like my AirPods Pro, it doesn't bother me at all. And I can actually sleep in this room or read in this room with this on, and it's not an offensive noise or anything like that. So yeah, the air conditioner is on right now, and the compressor is on as well as the fan. kind of get a sense of how loud that is. So when it's on this mode, this is automatic mode, and I have it set at 65 degrees. The fan speed is adjusted automatically, so the fan will kind of stay on, but the AC itself will kind of cycle on and off as it reaches the temperature. Typically, you would probably set this higher to like 72 or something like that, and then when the room reaches 72, the AC compressor and all that will turn off. And it'll just kind of keep turning on and off to maintain that. Now you do have different fan speeds like low, medium, and high as well, but I found for me it just works best to have it on the auto mode and then set the temperature how you want it. Like you can set this up, you know, to whatever temperature that you want to maintain at. Again, a portable AC like this is going to work best in smaller rooms. That's where you're going to really notice it being more effective. But in a fairly large room like I have here, it does work. It just takes a little bit longer to totally cool that room down. But it is definitely effective, and I certainly don't regret my purchase. I got this for a very good price on sale. I got it on Amazon. It did qualify for Prime delivery, and so yeah, I definitely don't regret my purchase, especially during heat waves. It really makes my home environment a lot more comfortable, given that I don't have central AC. And let me go ahead and put this back on fan mode just while I finish out this video, because I actually don't need it on right now. It's not super hot right now. So we'll go back to fan mode right there, and we'll put it on fan speed low. So you can see it gets much quieter without the AC compressor on. And the other thing is it comes with a remote control right here too. So you can actually do all the controls with the remote without having to touch the unit if you want. Now, certainly a portable AC unit like this is not going to be as effective as built-in AC, whether it be central AC or a window unit, or even one of those split I think they call them multi-split AC units that go in the wall. This is not going to be nearly as effective, and the reason is because all the components are inside your house, the compressor and all that, whereas most other normal AC units, you have the compressor and all that outside of the house. So you know, the fact that it's inside of the house means that it's not as efficient. It's also noisier. And also the fact that it has to blow hot air out of this tube means that some of the heat is actually coming through this tube back into the room. And this unit is also taking in air from the room as well. So it's just not as an efficient setup as something that's more built in. But that being said, if you want something portable like I did here, this really can't be beat. It does certainly cool the room down quite effectively, especially if you use it in conjunction with like a ceiling fan to help circulate the air in the room, or other fans as well to help circulate the air in the room. And again, for the price of only like a few $100s, I think this was totally worth it, and certainly something I definitely really appreciate on those really hot days. And in some respects, I actually think I should have got the higher model. They have like a 14,000 BTU model. This is the 12,000. I think for a larger room, the higher model would actually probably perform a little bit better in that it would cool the room quicker. But I find that this does do the job for the price paid and, you know, the deal that I got on this. So I do really like it. You know, I've suffered so many really uncomfortable days during heat waves without any, you know, air conditioning and being on the top floor here and having vaulted ceilings and all that. Then I'm just really glad that I got this, and it just makes everything a lot more comfortable during those hot days. So this has been my look at the BLACK+DECKER 12,000 BTU portable air conditioning unit. And any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.